Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. Accept no cheesy YouTube imposters, commentators, trolls, or trolls who say I'm faking my breathing. Excuse me. I woke up this morning about 9:30, gasping for air. I did a video, not for just a channel, but when I go to my breathing test on Wednesday in a week, and then the other test, and then I'm delayed leaving town because I have to have those two tests done. They're going to CAT scan my right lung, or my lungs, to see how I'm breathing. Well, I've been gasping for air all day, but I'm better. But one troll, of course, said, "You're faking it." Just like I faked the screaming of my knee that the gear said live online. I was in the Prius, not the Prius, sorry, the Prius in the brain here. I was in the Tesla in the front seat and screamed getting in and out of the Tesla and getting up and in and out of the chair. And at the UFO Con and Alien Con and other venues, my right knee swells up with fluid, and when I try to get up, I scream. On the bus, I scream. And the first thing people, "Are you all right?" And I go, "Yes, it's my bad knee." Now I'm going to show you something. This. I have asthma. I have COPD. I have high blood pressure, and I have something with cholesterol, which I'm taking pills for. This is my high blood pressure pill, amlodipine, Vaseline. Take those every day. This is my atorvastatin calcium, generic for Lipitor. That's for cholesterol. I have to take that every day. This is the Spiriva. This is the I don't remember, and I can't see it. Hold on. I can't see small print well. This is the Spiriva inhaler. This is one of the things you have to put in the Spiriva, but they discontinued coverage for Spiriva. So now, and I've lost an inhaler. It fell on the floor somewhere. I can't find it. The other one they gave me. So we went from this with little packets to these with little packets. And on the box, it's this inhaler, which you open up much like this Spiriva. It's a lot harder to open it up. I like the old one better. You put a little tab in there, and then you squeeze the thing, and it puts a hole in it, and you inject, you breathe, not inject, you breathe the powder. And then this is my one of my two rescue inhalers. And then we have my Philips Respironics machine, which you put in these tubes, and I'm down to 4 of them. And I get really congested. That's really the only one will help. And I'm going to read from this box. Generic for Spiriva. Oh, they've changed it. Spiriva Handley Inhaler. Inhale 1 capsule by mouth. I guess they have changed the... This is Lupin Inhaler. So they... Yeah, it says Lupin Farm. So they changed the inhaler. Not for the better. Inhale by 1 capsule mouth in the lungs daily. I have to do this for the rest of my life. And here's all the Teotrot bromide, Acetylene HCl spray, Aberstatin calcium, Albuterol 100, and montoclitonium, but not my tubes, which is what I need. That opens my lungs. So this pile here, there were 3 boxes. I have to use these until they run out. And the new pharmaceutical thing keeps saying, "We're not covering this, we're not covering that, we're not covering this." So now at least I can carry one in my backpack, and I'll try to get a plastic bag from Kathy. And, you know, but to say I'm faking asthma, Every Friday, the air blower guy comes. He blows all the leaves up and down the street. That trays up dirt and grass on, and then he blows the grass around. And then the guy mows the lawn. Here's Fluffy. He's coughing. And this is why I'm paying down my debt. And then I got a letter from Bank of America today. We have investigated and we have found that you do not apply to the federal order of July 2023, which is a total lie. I didn't keep all my statements. I got so disgusted, and when I was throwing stuff out, when the trolls tried to evict me, I threw out bank statements. I should have kept them. And I found a site today that recommends, because they said certain investigations, banks are required to keep their accounts 5 years. Used to be 7. But they say certain investigations, they're required to keep them for 10 years. And I didn't do that. My late mother kept all of her bank statements for years. Her housekeeper, the day after she died, or the day she died, threw them all in the garbage. I lost thousands of dollars that was supposed to go to me because the housekeeper was stealing from my mother. But and it would have cost me $6 per month to go just through her Citibank statement alone. I got money back from her, but not enough. So now I have to go to Bank of America, hat in hand, and say, I want copies digitally of every statement you've got, because I had multiple accounts in over the years. And I even took a loan out from them and then paid the loan right back for $500. A month later, said, you don't qualify for the loan. You just gave me the loan. I wasn't taking their loan out. I was paying bills down with the loan. But they lied. I have a statement in the box there. You are negative, almost 400. Originally it was $412, and then they reduced it to $388. Negative $308 in your bank account. There's no way in hell I can get that overdrawn unless they're churning NSFBs, which is exactly what they did for years. But they're denying that they ever did it. They're denying it never happened. Denying I don't qualify for it. They said in the phone, 2 phone calls that they were determined if I was eligible or not. They're lying. Okay. It took 18 months for me to get money back from Wells Fargo when they opened an account in my name and overdrew that bank account. And they claimed in the radio commercials that all customers have been contacted. We've given everybody $25. The street.com said for the problems that they have caused, you should pay all customers $1,000. They could have easily paid that out of their profits. And Bank of America is still pulling stuff, and so is Wells Fargo, opening accountants' people's names, failing to send out statements, failing to give people their checks. These big banks are crooked. All right, here are the channel numbers. I'm not faking anything. I wake up and breathe like that. It's because I'm gasping for air because I can't breathe. And in the past, I had to be taken to the hospital by ambulance and admitted because that's how I got the machine. So I wouldn't have to go to the hospital when I get so congested that I can't get the air in my lungs. Or anybody who says it's faking can shut up, and I block that troll. All right, channel numbers, 1,407,283 and 19,002 subscribers. So let's go, if I can find it. Let's go to the channel. But I've been kind of wheezing all day, but it's nothing like it was at 9:30 this morning. So anybody who thinks I'm faking my injuries, faking my breathing, or any of that stuff is lying and full of crap. All right. So I wanted to come on and let you guys know that I'm better, but I'm by no means, that's weird, I'm by no means well. I will probably never get well unless I move out of this building and away from the grass, which is downstairs. Every time there's a windstorm, every time there's rain, and it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, I start choking. So that's the problem. Because being allergic to grass, I get sinus infections and then I can't breathe. So I don't have the boxes This is one of the inhalers. This is Ventolin, which does not work as good as the original one they had, but once again, because you're on Medicare, they discontinue these things. Stuff that works, they discontinue. Stuff that doesn't work as good, they give you, because they're cheap. And that's another reason I want my money back from Bank of America, because I have the statement right there. I just looked at it. Another statement said I was $98 overdrawn. The Bank of America is saying, yeah, they never overdrawn. We can't find anything. Now, I talked to Paul, and he said either they're lying or they got people that are incompetent. They've taken from July of last year till now, they've sent me 2 letters. First, they were researching in July. Now they're saying, we find nothing. I'm going to deal with this. I have to go to San Francisco. I'm going to stop my U.S. Senator, give him the form. By the way, I sent the permission form for privacy to my U.S. Senator in San Diego. They told me, we're not getting a lot of our mail. I said, U.S. Senator, how can you not get a lot of your mail? So now I have to go in physically in the office, which defeats the whole purpose of mailing them a letter with the form. And at first they sent me the email. We have an attachment for this form. No attachment on the email. I hand wrote it one. They said we can't accept a handwritten permission letter, which is ridiculous. So I have to go to San Francisco, stop there, then go to my breathing test, and I will probably fail it because I'm so congested I can't breathe half the time, and I have to go get a breath in. Even though I just talked to Paul on the phone. I drink a lot of hot tea with lemon and sucking a lot of cough drops. So, and my cheeks hurt because everything is, my sinuses are swollen and coughing up stuff, and oh God, it's horrible. So I am not baking anything. So anyway, that's what's going on. Yeah, well, the problem with downloading my historical transactions is I no longer have an account there, and the computer I used to use, Fuzzy, before she was poisoned with antibiotics and got hit by a van and had her neck broken and died, she knocked over my computer and broke the computer screen. And the thing, you turn the computer on, and the bar goes halfway and stops, and the screen goes black. So I think the hard drive may be messed up. So I don't have any PDFs because they were on another computer, which needs to be repaired. And what they did, let's say I wrote a check to PG&E. And by the way, the last statement they gave me, or one of the last statements, I had to go to the branch. Could not log into my account because they would not recognize the same password I've been using for years. I'm going to knock over the damn camera. Hold on. Time to clean off this table. I'm going to dig this out just a moment. Now, there are boxes and boxes of stuff in Kathy's closet. I noticed something. I didn't have a folder for B of A. Oh. All right, this is B of A, and this is banking from 2020. Negative $41. All right, I even kept deposit slips. Here's one. 2020. I was always going negative because I could never keep track of what was going on because they were constantly overcharging me illegally. All right, here I have $55. That was negative $8. Here I did keep some of these. These are all from 2020. $29.41 positive. And by the way, the period they have to pay me was between 2018 and 2022, and yet they claim we know nothing! Nothing! Here's one, 2020, $1.81. Here's one, I kept some of them. Any balance, 315. I actually had money before they pulled all this crap. Here's one. My debit card limits went up. I never had $1,500 in the account. I wish I did, except when I took that loan out. All right, here's the final a copy that they gave me at the branch. Beginning balance August 9th, 2022, negative $328, and service fees $12. Ending balance minus $378.12. So right there, that's the churn bill pay. Here's one, September to October, minus $378. And November, they closed my account because I refused to pay for a bill pay that never went through, where they churned there were about 12 accounts being paid in that bill pay. When I clicked in my account on the screen of my Mac Mini with the same password I'm using for months, it wouldn't work. Here's one from October, November, negative $378.12. Right there, they owe me money. Here's one, August, $328 to $378.12. I had to send a copy of that to housing, even though I didn't have a bank account anymore. They want the bank account. Then I have a printout here, large print statement, November 6, 2020, which I have to go through. And here's Finger Hut, Walmart, Google, Reflex, Capital One. Accounts I don't have anymore because when they did this, credit accounts, when they did this, I couldn't pay my credit cards. They ruined my credit. And then here's one, December 11th, January 2021, ending balance. Service fees, here we go, minus $70. Now, that's 35 times 2. That's $70. So I got the proof right there. They double churned me again. And I have to go through this to see where. It's in here somewhere. The proof is in the pudding. Someone would have to sit down with every account statement ever. But there I prove it. Negative 70. You don't get negative 70 unless they're charging it itself. No, that's not Google. No. A $70 over minus. The only way you're going to have $70 of B of A is 35 times 2. But I know for a fact they would charge me sometimes as much as $300 because I would pay a bill. It would get overdrawn because I couldn't keep track of it. And by the way, I had to pay for years. Kathy kept getting my account overdrawn as well because she would say she would pay me for stuff she bought on eBay and then she didn't pay me. Here's one from February 2020. It's really, that's why they sent me large print. Here's one, November 2020, $95.75. Before they started pulling this, I had money in the bank. Not much. But it goes out as fast as I'm getting it. Here's one, 2021, positive $175. But I didn't keep all my statements. A huge mistake. I got so disgusted I threw them in the garbage because I had bank statements for going back to 2006 when I opened the account with them. And I had a bank account in Bank of America since the first account I ever had was in 1964. All right, here we go. Service fees amount $39, negative $35 in March 2020. So they were doing this to me all the time. I could never keep track And then, of course, when they would charge me an overdraft fee, then I would have to pay them. And then the next month I'd be short because I would be out. I would have had to borrow money from Paul or Kathy, and then I would have to pay Kathy back. Paul lets me run a tab, and I have paid him back a little bit of the time. But no, this is years ago when I had an account at B of A that I went to the bank thinking I had money in there, and it was negative $400. So, hello, Albert. So I have, this is all the statements I have, but it goes back to 2020, and the period where they have to investigate this is from 2020 to 2018 to 2022. And the last statements they gave me in 2022, they overdrew me $400. They owe me for that alone. Even $400 would be a help. Mr. Paws, I'm not sure if you were referring to my cats or his cats or whatever. Yeah. I just did one of these. It didn't help much. So I'm going to do this. I don't know where the red one that fell on the floor somewhere. And the red one, you have to inhale and then hold it for 5 seconds, then exhale, inhale, hold it, exhale, and then go rinse your mouth because it's got steroids in it. So the cats are fine. I'm the one that's not doing so great. So, but this is all this stuff, and I'm keeping the paperwork. I usually don't keep the paperwork. This is, they changed the box, but that's the box. 1 capsule I mouth into the lungs daily. In other words, I have to take this stuff for the rest of my life. There it is. Fluffy's on the bed. Little girl is on the chair, so they're fine. And Mama Cat, Kitten, Gray, and Tiny One all get ready. So it's acting up. But now I have to go through these, and the only way I can do it is use my lantern. I can't see small print. Go through all these accounts and try to figure out when and where they charge me. So here's one. Here we go. Here we go. I found that 2022 total year-to-date overdrafts as of September 7th, 345 in overdraft fees. Well, I have to have money for that, which is why I'm paying on my bills. Yeah, here's the September 7th. This is the last month I had the account. And I had no money because they took all my money. And I had to borrow money from Kathy and Paul, and I couldn't even buy food or cat food. Go ahead, Fluffy. Now, he got bitten. Then he got real thin. And then he got this horrible gasping, fear, and wheezing. But I have not had the money to take him to the vet. So, here's one, 2020. They started doing all this BS around 2021 and 2022, where I would be overdrawn because they would be churning overdraft fees. And even if they never churned overdraft fees except for the last statement, then they owe me for that money because they did that with the bill pay. I'm going to have to go in and demand they give me copies of all my statements for 4 years. Now, when I had the account at Citibank, he said it would be 6 months a month, and I was dealing with the death of my mother in 2014. And I had a lot of money I got back from the bank account, and the $5,000 I got back from the housekeeper, which I took the entire $5,000, took a loan out, bought a Prius that wound up getting Kathy backed into a truck, popped the back of the Prius. I wanted to pound it back in, and the guy at State Farm said, "Don't do that. The claims department may want to look at it." The guy filed a claim saying he was injured. His truck had a dent about that big, and he got $3,000. And they canceled our policy, and water got into the Prius, and the Prius died. So, no. What is against the law and why the Consumer Financial Protection Board ordered them to pay back all current and former customers is what they would do. Like I said, if I became overdrawn, and they would do this a lot, they charged me $35. Then if I didn't pay it, and the merchant said we didn't get our money, they'd charge a second $35 and a third $35 and a fourth $35, and they were doing up to $140. The limit was $140. But some months they were charging me $200 and $300 and $400 in NSF fees. I had no money. That's the violation. That's what I'm fighting. I've got to go to a U.S. Senator because the Consumer Financial Protection Board, even though they issued the order, when B of A sent a letter, "We're still researching this," then they sent me a letter today, "We have found nothing in your accounts where you're doing this." Well, I have it right here. I just read it off to you. The last statement, negative $378 for a bill pay that wasn't. I know that, but I don't have the statements for that. And they are bald-faced lying because I know what I was charged. Kathy told me I still owe her $200 for money I borrowed from her lately, but part of that was from 2022. I didn't have the money. Hold on a minute. I'm going to formally put this in a folder. I haven't made a folder for B of A yet. Can't read that. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, I do have a folder. I couldn't see it. All right. Now, I'm sure if I go to her house and go through all those boxes and keep dropping the cough drop into this box. There we go. I'll find other statements. But what I used to do every month was send a download to my hard drive. And I may have these statements possibly because I read something about Apple. They may be in my Apple iCloud. No, it depends. I woke up today with swollen ankle and stabbing pain in the calf from the knee to the ankle. And I had to put the ice pack on. I had to spray my foot with the freezing spray. The knee didn't hurt, but the knee didn't hurt and I didn't go anywhere today except to feed the cats. So now I'm keeping every statement from the credit union. I don't get overdrawn with them. Well, I did a while back, but they fixed it. And I said, the problem I'm getting overdrawn with you, your bill pay isn't working. I can't tell what's gone in and what's out because I would click on bill pay. We cannot provide you information bill pay right now. They took all the NSF fees off. But other than that, I've never been overdrawn with the credit union. So I for about a year, their bill pay wasn't working right. They fixed their website. And I talked to the manager recently. She said, yeah, we're getting a lot of complaints. The bill pay is not displaying again. So When I exert myself too much, I start wheezing. So because I'm all congested here. My sinuses are full of stuff, and they drain into my throat, and they drain into my lungs, and into my stomach, and in my lungs it's like pouring concrete in there. You can't get the air in because the lungs are full of stuff. My knee isn't hurting now, but that may, if I sit here too long, my knee hurts. If I stand, if I sit, if I walk. Fluffy has something wrong. Little girl's coughing too, but nothing like Fluffy. This is why I'm paying down my credit now for the first time in a while, because I've had to go and charge cat food, charge cat litter on my credit cards. Target have $30 available. I gave them $30. I'm not going to charge anything. Next month I give them 40. I gave 75 each to Citibank and 40 to Capital One, 30 to Capital One, various money to other cards. And I'm very close to paying Wards off. So Wards will be paid off, and I only owe $200 to Fingerhut. 5 payments, they'll be paid off. Country Door is low. So oh, I don't think so, but I haven't heard of heart virus. Oh, no. No, I don't think so. This is a problem they've had with other people, too. The bill pay hasn't been working since a year ago. Oh, by the way, also, my back has been really hurting, so I need a new Android body, one who's rich. Give me a rich Android body. And I did not win the Powerball, I do not think, or the Mega Millions, so I have to do it after the 2 tests are on the. I have to go to the eye doctor on the 12th and then the 17th and the 18th, which is my parents' wedding anniversary. So I'm going to have to wait a week and get my lungs in better shape because I can't travel if I can't breathe. But that machine, I'm not going to get up. I've got chargers in there now. I've got 4 different chargers, and I got to have somebody at Apple, because I can't read the small print, tell me what the hell the chargers are. And somewhere on this table, if it didn't fall down, everything falls off the table, including the speakers. Oh, here's another bottle of something. Singular. I forgot. I have a Singular. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, this I'm supposed to take for my breathing, so I'll put that with the other 2. Excuse me a moment. I get up. That gave me a little bit of pain getting up, but not much, because I didn't walk over hell. Okay. I think that's supposed to help with my breathing. Computer, what is Singular?
According to First Data Bank, Singular is an asthma medication. It works by blocking certain natural substances in your body that may cause or worsen asthma and allergens.
Okay. I'll have to give them a call. So, but when I wake up like that at 9:30 in the morning, yeah. Hell, I gotta get up. Hold on. These are the tubes I have to use in the machine. I've only got 4 of them left. That's what opens my lungs up. That's the only reason I'm here now, or else I'd be in the hospital. I need those tubes, and every time I ask my doctor's office in my chart, I need the tubes, they ain't doing it. So I may have to sit down and write a letter. Just like I'm going to write a letter to Bank of America saying you're full of crap. Well, this is a long time situation. Both people are dying, but they're not dead yet. So unless they die in the next 2 weeks, it's too much for the person to handle. Um, what's going on with this? Is this? Oh, I'm in Safari. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know I have PDFs of the bank accounts on some computer, but it could be the 2008, which does work. I didn't think about that. That's in the bedroom. I may have to drag that out. Plug it in, drag it up, put it on the bed, attach keyboard to it. My bank statements might be on the 2000. I thought the 2008 was dead, and it's not. So I may be able to find those records on there. I can find those records on there. I used to save. I hate it when they went to this Excel crap, because I can't do Excel. I used to save it all as a PDF to my Mac. I don't want to pay, and I haven't found any application for the Mac to do my checkbook, nor on my phone. I did not win. Where am I flashlight? I lost the flashlight. Oh dear. I don't lose a flashlight. We don't go anywhere. Alright, nope. Tubes for 23. Got 30. Nothing. And let's see. I bought 2 Powerball tickets. Let's see if I won anything on the Powerball. And something I ordered from eBay, the guy did a label, and it was supposed to be here yesterday. And I wrote him an email, where is my item? And I got no response. I hate everyone's like an eBay seller. It's unresponsive. It really makes me mad. Okay, it's 26 and 3. It was 15. 38, 41, 11. It's high numbers and low number mix here. Nope, nothing. So those will go in the coffee can. I'm running out of room in the coffee can. I have a coffee can. I take all the losing tickets. If you ever do win, you can deduct those from your taxes. So, well, I don't know if this old monitor will work because it's Apple's crappy cinema display thing. Unless I find the adapter, and it's really hard to find the adapter. I can. If I have the remote for the Westinghouse. My mother's weird 21-inch Westinghouse TV set, the strangest display ever. I could drag that out here, plug it into the Westinghouse. I call it the Westinghouse. And it's got a really weird way to get the thing to go to the screen. You can't just go hit this like I can on the Sony. The Sony, I hit the remote, I put input, I scroll down one thing and it gives me the screen. I do have a broken Thunderbolt display. I do have another display. I forgot something. I have the 17-inch cinema display. I might be able to connect that to it, but I'm not sure. That's sitting on the floor between the 2 bookcases. So it's a matter of one day, if I ever get all this stuff moved out of here and I would have an extra bedroom, then you'd have like multiple monitors all the way around the bedroom in a U. Then I would have the Apple Toes over here, 2006 Mini over here, 2005 over here for music, 2008, the M1, 2009, and the 2010. And then I need to get newer computers and new iPads, because this one, it won't turn on, so I can't see, but I know the screen's cracked. This one's broken. That one, it hit and cracked the case open, and it won't charge right. So the glass under here is shattered. So I got the digitizer. I just have to have the money to take it into the shop. And then I have the iPhone 8, and I have the iPhone XR. Apple now discontinued the ability to update an iPhone 6, so I have an iPhone 6 around it, 5S, and a 6, and a 4. And of course my iPod's over there. I have a little iPod that is square, you can't see the screen. Used to clip that to my collar, and then with old style earphones, listen to my music on board. But next year, hope, with or without the money from B of A, to have all my debt paid off. Well, what happened when I was lying on the floor during the night, the iPad went and hit the metal rod of one of the metal rods of the clothing display, and it cracked the case open. It hit so hard I heard boink. I went, what the hell was that? And the Mac Mini has not the Mac Mini, the iPad. There's the glass in the front, and then the cover, and then the internals. And that one popped it up clean open. I've got it taped up. And the other one, it hit the glass and shattered. The top glass is fine, but underneath it's like this. I did a video years ago of a TV someone left downstairs. The outer glass was fine, but the inner glass was shattered. When I touched the screen, it made all kinds of fascinating colors. And I wanted to see it still work, but you would have to find a TV shop. And finding a TV shop to repair TVs is hard. The only one I knew of was in Pleasant Hill, and it's gone. In fact, it was weird. They had the TV shop that disappeared. The next door, they had a lawnmower repair shop that was doing bargain basement. They were doing a lot of business, but the TV repair shop was gone. There is Mr. Fluffo on the bed. You can see the Fluffo. Mr. Fluffo's on the bed. Well, maybe you can't see the Fluffo. Oh, no, there you can see his head. There he goes. He's sitting on the bed. He loves the blanket because it's warm. He sleeps on the Easter blanket on the floor. I've been robbing the laundry fund for playing Powerball and Mega Millions. For $1 billion, I'll rob the laundry fund. So, I'm not going to do that next month. If it goes to $1 billion again, I'll just wait till I save my money up. I don't know if the heart buyer. How do you infect YouTube? And if I'm having a day where I'm, that's my coffee cup. Having a day where I'm not worried about breathing and it's warm, I have this giant shopping cart outside that I found it safe. I did not steal it. It's a Walmart cart. And I will load up all the cans and bottles that are in bags and get them all out of the hallway, in the bedroom, in the kitchen, and push them up the hill. Yeah. So, now this TV has a small problem with the volume. It's 2014 Sony Bravia. I love Sony because they work for years. Or at least they used to. And I will get another Sony probably eventually. Although I'll probably wind up getting an LG. And if I ever get that stupid Telly TV, that may arrive before I die. I don't know. They started that program a year ago. Now it's 4 months into 2024. I'm still waiting. I mean, there's no indication if they'll ever send it. I'll have to move my cuckoo clock and my autographed picture of Robert Vaughn and my UFO thing and my Halloween things. And maybe that 3-drawer rolling cart and stuff on top in the milk crate and the organizer on top of it and the Logitech keyboard. I have to buy the dongle for it. I found that somebody left a PC keyboard. Buy the dongle, then I can find somebody. You need a keyboard? Brand new Logitech keyboard, nothing wrong with it, but it needs the plug-in dongle, USB, whatever it is. So I wish I could win. Oh, it's kind of weird. 1.2 billion. If you won, you would get 600 million. But I'll take, or 620 million. I'll take that's before taxes. They take out 24%. I'll take 600 million before taxes. And everybody who's ever helped me, everybody who's ever donated to me would get money. And there's at least one person I know that's disabled, and that would help a friend of mine who has spent a lot of money. Kathy had an LG, brand new, gorgeous television, 4K. The roaches killed it. $400 television, but the prices now are so low. Now the Insignia is Best Buy's brand, and there was a TCL, which is putting out some pretty good sets. They were the cheap end. I think that's owned by Walmart, but I'm not certain. I will not buy Samsung because they are against right to repair. You want to see someone talk about right to repair? Louis Rossman in Texas. Louis Rossman Group, who repairs MacBooks. I have 3 MacBooks that need repairing or whatever, and one the 2009 Mac Pro that someone sent me years ago. I can't remember the password. I have to call Apple or go into. It's better if I go to the store. Set up a Genius Bar apartment. Excuse me while I blow my nose here. Oh God, I hate all this stuff in my nose. That's why I can't breathe. My nose is congested with junk. I apologize for blowing my nose live on the air, but get it out of my nose. It's going to go into my mouth, my lungs, my stomach. So it's funny, burning was supposed to not be a problem anymore, but I leave the Sony on all the time. There's no burning, so maybe the newer, maybe these OLEDs have a problem, but the Sony is not OLED still. And there's talk that Apple is going to finally put in. People are yelling for it. They want one, a mini OLED, Mac Mini. I don't know. Avoid burn-in. I keep my iPad on when they were working right on. I have one 2014 that may be totally dead. I have to have them look at that. And the one thing I would, if I did get 10 grand back from BMA, try to pay off all the debt, give Kathy money to order another Prius. There is the last Intel Mac Pro. Cheese grater Mac Pro. It's $3,000. I have the link. And I just got my eyes bugged out when I saw it. I think it had 98 gigabytes of memory. No, there's a way to go into terminal, and what you can do is get around the password. You go into terminal But the problem is every time I've tried it, I haven't been able to work. There's a way to go to the terminal and it deletes the password and then you can just hit return and get it back into the Mac. I gotta take it to the shop or something. Ask him to fix it. I've got to find the power brick for it too. But the 2009, we'll get on the internet. It's just getting a little old. I don't want to get. Kathy wants a MacBook or an iPad, and I want to avoid having the horrible MacBook Air, MacBook Pro with the horrible butterfly keyboard. One of the worst things Apple ever did to the Apple user. I think that starts about 2015 until they finally ripped the guts out and came up with a whole new keyboard that worked. I have to go back to look at Luke Miani to see when the butterfly keyboard was. Let's see if the dot knows. Computer, what years was the butterfly keyboard available on MacBooks?
The butterfly keyboard was a keyboard design implemented in MacBooks from 2015 to 2019.
2015 to 2019. So avoid that 4-year period if you want to use MacBook. And they finally in 2019 came out with a different keyboard that worked. So I don't want it to wipe the drive. I've got photographs on there I want to keep. So, but they can back it up to a portable hard drive. I've got an iBook that I'd like to get working once again for my older games. And of course, the one thing I want, many things I want, the one thing I want is to go with my Mac aquarium so I can finally have fish in it, is an Mac Cube. And J4 Mac Cube. And guys have improved on the Mac Cube over the years. I don't know how to solder. There's all kinds of. They take the speakers that work in the Mac Cube and they put lights in them and then boom and bass and all kinds of stuff. Get me a thing of Harman Kardon Sound 6. The coin dealer has. The guy works there has a pair he wants to sell. Once I pay off all my debt, get the coin loans, I'll offer him $200 for it. There is a Sound 6 3. Harman Kardon, wonderful speakers for computers. Well, I'm going to go because my stomach is saying food, food. I've already fed the cats, but I haven't fed me. So thanks for coming in. I will fix this password issue. It's low priority. And I will, here's something with TransUnion. We already ordered a credit report for this year. How? This is dated 2/27. I haven't ordered a credit report this year. They're so screwed up. I have to write them a letter. I never ordered one. Show proof or shut up. So I'm going to copy my credit report because frequently there's errors on there. All right, this is George Sending, a guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay wet, stay dry, stay warm, stay hydrated, stay safe. Have an adult beverage, have a warm beverage. And watch the skies. And remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month where you see content nowhere else. And my birthday is on the 28th. If I'm around, I would really appreciate super chat donation to help me feed the outdoor kitties. It cost me a lot of money to buy all these cans of Friskies. And Mama Cat, I gave Mama Cat and Kitten each a can of food. And 20 minutes later, she comes walking out of the balcony, looking around, food, 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 food. She is addicted to wet cat food, much like not Snooky. That's my first kitten. Mr. Fluffy here. All right. Have a good one. My birthday's the 29th. Bye-bye for now. And I think I have to treat my nose, too, after I eat. Because I'm clogging up again. They got the door open. It's not that cold tonight, but I'm keeping most of my air in here. See you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in. And click the like button and get your friends, neighbors, co-workers, guys at the Safeway, wherever